working in a circular motion with the digestive system and the large intestine goes clockwise in our abdomen. It ascends on the right side, transverses in the middle, and descends on the left side. So we just want to make sure that we don't go against the direction of digestion. So these are effleurage strokes that go in circular motion with the flow of the digestive process. After that, we can petrissage the abdomen, picking up and squeezing the skin tissue. Again, always going in a clockwise motion. And then up and down in the middle of the belly, squeezing the rectus abdominis muscle, the muscle that helps us do sit-ups. And then completing that with some effleurages. And then starting on the outer perimeter of the abdomen, doing circular motions with our fingers. Picking that up with the other hand. Working across the abdomen to the other side. And then working it down and completing that with stroking. A wonderful abdominal move is to put your hands on top of each other and then sink it in with the heel of your hand and pull with your fingertips, pushing the small intestines from one side and pulling them over to the other side. This stimulates the digestion. This is great for constipated conditions. Too much? Always you want to be sensitive if anything is painful, and then you want to stay very light in your strokes. And my person here is relaxed, and so I can continue with this motion. Another wonderful stroke to do is compression, compressing the abdomen from the sides, pushing the tissue to the middle, squeezing it, letting go here, and squeezing it on the sides, easing up in the middle, compressing the sides, easing up in the middle. And always after one stroke, just let your hands rest. Bring some calmness into the abdomen, soothing. If we really want to help someone invigorate the digestive system and there are no contraindications present, then we can imagine to divide the abdomen into 4 quadrants and start at the right lower quadrant, palpating, which means feeling for tension bundles. Either the muscle tissue is tight, or maybe some undigested food, waste is stuck somewhere, and through this we can help it move along. This is gently done, never hurting anyone. As soon as something becomes uncomfortable on the abdomen, we want to reduce the pressure. Then I'm moving up to the right upper quadrant. And how I'm doing this is that I'm pulling from the outer perimeter of the abdomen towards the belly button. Just feeling for gentle moves, like scooping moves towards the belly button. And then moving on to the left upper quadrant, sinking in with my fingertips, pushing towards the belly button in a very gentle approach. Often when we don't move enough, sit too much, eat the wrong foods, digestive problems occur. And there is some bulking up in here, in this area, on my subject here. So I'm going to just stay with this area and gently work into a somewhat clogged area in the digestive process here. I can feel that through her skin, and she can feel it as well. So what's important is that I'm very gentle in terms of helping resolve that buildup. And what I want to do is help things move along. So by working in this area, what I'm doing is I'm bringing blood circulation into this area, and I'm stimulating the walls of the intestines, actually, so that they remember their job. Okay, that's enough. And then finishing up the work, and she took a nice deep breath, which means there was some tension buildup in here that now is relieving a bit. And then finishing up in a circular effleurage move, again, going like the face of a clock from the right side to the left. And to end with, I can place my hands gently on her abdomen and follow her breath. Come up and down. The warmth of my hands alone is very soothing on someone's belly, because so often our digestive system is upset, or we are upset, and a lot of that happens in our abdomen. To have someone place a warm hand on our belly alone is very comforting and soothing. And that's how we finish this beginner's abdomen massage. And slowly taking my hands off as I slowly, in the beginning, came in to touch the belly. The belly is a very vulnerable region, so we need to treat it with a lot of respect. This is another nice technique to do. And you place the heel of your hand into the belly button, and my fingertips point towards her head. And I'm going to observe her breath coming in and out. And when she breathes out, I'm going to lean into her belly a bit until I can feel her heartbeat against my hand. This again is done lightly and gently and never causing any discomfort. This allows people to really focus on the internal processes of their body. So now I'm finishing this abdominal massage with a little shaking. And a little vibration. Again, helping the intestinal tract to loosen up. And altogether ending this work with a soothing circular stroke. And then just resting my warm hands on her abdomen, following her breath in and out. If you do this well, this has a wonderfully relaxing and soothing and nurturing effect on the person. And then again, as slowly as I touched in the beginning, I will remove my hands here at the end. So you start with the ascending large intestine on the right lower. You go all the way over in between the pelvis and the ribs. Then you pull it across, or push it across if you're on the other side. This is for the large intestine. It's jokingly called the toothpaste move. And then pulling down to help eliminate.
It's so bulky right here.
Yeah, there's something stuck. Yeah, I couldn't go deep enough like here on the video to figure out what it was, but I think actually it's your psoas muscle. A little tight in here. Feel that? You might want to work on this yourself. Okay, right there. Yeah. Is it sharp or? See, the two.
It's dull. I think it's.
Even up here.
I
Feel
think
that?
it's full. I think it's.
Yeah.
I think I have to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So work on this yourself. Okay. Is this too much? Is all right? Yeah. This is the kind of thing you want to do. You want to actually go that deep. Okay. I didn't dare show that to people. Find the outer edges of the erector abdominis muscle, and because you want to scoop underneath it, and you come in at the outer edges here, and slowly sink down into the direction of the spine. So it's usually a 45-degree entry into the belly here. And you sink until you land on the. How is this for you? It's okay so far? Tell me if it's, if it hurts. Okay? So we're almost there, like maybe a quarter of an inch. Here, we're getting there. Right there. Feel that? Yeah. It's really tight. That's all it is your erector abdominis muscle right there. Feel that? That's what you want to work on. So then you just go directional friction up and down a bit on it. It feels like you're you're sinking through soft tissue, and then you're landing on something that feels pretty hard. If you're going in correctly, you have to land on the abdomen, on the psoas muscle. Okay?